Hello from the Old Rep here in the centre of Birmingham. Now, preparations for the Snow Queen are well underway and we're chatting to the wardrobe supervisor, Lydia. So, Lydia, this is the costume for the Snow Queen. So just talk me through the costume to start with, please.
All right, so the whole show's got a bit of an 80's vibe. The Snow Queen's getting a bit of sort of rocker chick, a little bit Labyrinth, so a little bit Bowie, lots of lighting up elements. They're using light the whole way through to represent the shards of glass, so the mirror breaking, the shards of glass falling into the different characters' eyes to sort of blind them to the truths of life. And because they're using light within the set, that is also embodied in the Snow Queen, that she is made up of shards of light.
Because we've been talking to the lighting designer and he was talking about light being really important for this production. Do you think that the lighting and the costume design are very much kind of in sync?
Yes, we've had to have some good conversations, and particularly the lighting designer and costume designer Amy, before I got on board, had sort of really gone over that. Because obviously if you light up a costume and then find out the lighting designer has lit up the stage, so you can see one or the other. You can have darkness with the costume glowing, or you can have a brightly lit stage and everything can be washed out. So sort of moving those two things between each other and keeping everyone in balance is really important.
In terms of taking the designs that you've got here on paper and turning it into a reality, what does that process look like?
It's carrying on the collaboration with the designer. So this particular designer had a very good idea of exactly what she wanted already. So she was able to tell me she already had a list of things she wanted ordering. So normally you would start with, what am I going to buy? Where am I going to buy it from? So she'd done a lot of that prep for me because she knew really what she wanted.
Sarah here is the design assistant for the production.
What we've gone for is a very non-traditional Snow Queen. So we've combined both elements of, Scandinavian folklore with very 80's glam rock, as Lydia said, Labyrinth-esque. So we've got costumes and set pieces that both emulate the Scandinavian tradition, but also the Snow Queen's light-up cape and everything. So we've really gone for a mixture. It also reflected in the set. We've got a traditional lovely wooden cabin bed, but also, I don't want to spoil it, but the Snow Queen doesn't exactly ride a sleigh. Let's put it like that. We've gone for things like pop culture, so things like Labyrinth. Everyone will look at the Snow Queen costume and have an essence of Bowie, but a lot of it is also looking at fairy tales with a play like the Snow Queen. There is a lot of original source material, and it can come from your imagination as well. You can put all these things together and it creates a very original design that you can take pride in.
The Snow Queen is showing until the 30th of December.